So fresh and fit, the self-proclaimed internet gurus who help men with the dating game, fitness, and social media, all together with finances, have hit the waves once again. This time, it's not for giving advice, but rather on how Fresh, aka Walter, didn't follow through with his own advice that he constantly gives to young men on the internet. So we're going to dive right in and look into the nuanced, leaked conversation between him and his alleged girlfriend. And take notes, because there's a lot of hints on the conversation that a lot of people might have not picked up. So if you missed it, let's dive right in. From Fresh and Fit, the none other than the prince of the manosphere themselves, unquote. They did not dub themselves that, but they position themselves as the experts in the manosphere's dating advisory service, where they teach men how to be responsible in relationships or how they relate with the opposite of sex. It's interesting how he has found himself in this weird situation where he did not follow his own advice and has gotten a woman pregnant because he constantly has sexual relations with her. Unprotected. Goodness gracious, without taking preventive measures. Goodness gracious me. What in the world is this man thinking? This man child. What caught my attention isn't exactly the story, because I know those guys are scumbags like that, they're cloud chasers and so on, you know what I mean? They're smart in how they create their own content because they know what their audience want to hear and so forth. I'm not a fan of such content. However, what caught my interest was how the interaction between him and his alleged girlfriend went on. How she did not want to actually delete the baby, quote unquote, because it is a sin according to her belief or her religion, which caught my attention. What is going on in here? So I'm just gonna play out the interaction between him and the girlfriend so we can hear the magic spoof between them, because it is still alleged. We don't know if this is real or it's not real. I think it's real because she has all the receipts. Girl has brought the receipts. And oh my. It's interesting.
I want the baby because I don't want to kill the baby. I don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to.
You're not. They just give you a pill and then it's over.
No. I'm pregnant.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The pill, they just give it to you from a doctor and then you're good.
I am pregnant. I can't pretending like nothing happened. I can't. In my religion, we don't kill.
Okay, so this is the part that really kind of gets me. I don't really understand what she means by that, which is that in her religion, they don't kill. Okay, but to begin with, it's supposed to be, in your religion, aren't you supposed to not be having sex outside of marriage? Fornication, to begin with? That's the thing that I cannot seem to understand about this kind of thing. That's kind of hypocritical on your part. Unless if you planned this to begin with, because you know very well that having a baby with this dude has its own pros. Okay. So you weighed your options and you thought, hey, it would be a great idea to have a baby with this guy. Come on. Alright, let's continue. We don't kill in my religion.
You're not killing it. Okay.
I want to keep the baby.
Okay. Well, like I said, I just don't want any kids. No.
Okay, so what you gonna do? And what you gonna do to me?
Nothing. Why did I do anything to you?
Nothing?
Why did I do anything to you?
No, I know. So, like, how are you gonna deal with this? By saying I don't want a baby? That's all?
I mean, I could go to the doctor, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. She's probably not really understanding what he's saying. He's saying that he didn't really want a baby and all that. But it's weird. If you didn't want a baby, then what are you doing? The consequence of sex, the consequence of getting it on without any taking precautions is you having a baby in the end. What in the world, man? What is wrong with this guy? Anyway. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright.
So you want abortion?
I mean, yeah. Why do you want a kid now?
And why do you make me pregnant now?
That's I'm like, there's no way that's true. But then it's like, oh wow, like.
So just think about it. It's meant to be. God wants you to have the baby.
Definitely not.
It is. God wants you to have a baby. 7 years never happened. And then you're...
Oh my God. Okay, this is so crazy. Like, maybe it's meant to be. What do you mean it's meant to be? You want it to be. What are you talking about? God wants it to have the baby. Oh my God. It's so interesting how people always kind of want to get religious. And things just kind of turn to their, when they want things to turn to their favors. But when they don't turn to their favors, if I walk up to those individuals and say, listen, I don't think you guys should be dating at all. I don't think you should be in this relationship at all. They're not going to listen to me. Why would they listen to me? They want to do what I want to do. Don't you dare bring God into this whole thing. Don't you dare. Don't. Hey. Man, crazy people.
It is. God wants you to have a baby. 7 years never happened. And then you're me for a month and I'm pregnant. What does that mean?
Well,
Now I just think about if you force me to kill the baby, then you're a sin.
Well, we already sinned by having sex.
Yeah. No, at least he knows. I know he's a scumbag, but sheesh. At least he knows that it was a sin when they were having... When they were getting it on, it was a sin. So, yeah, you know that. You should know better than that. Why is it suddenly a sin when you now have to reap the consequences? Oh, yeah. It's always interesting. Whew. My goodness gracious. What world do we live in? Interesting. Come on, girl. You were trapping him. You wanted to trap him. You were trapping him on purpose. You know exactly what you were doing. You knew what you were getting yourself into. Come on. And you, dude, this fresh dude, what is wrong with you, man? You knew, man, you know. You should know better than that. That being a guy that's in a position where, oh my goodness gracious, you're popular. And there's a certain figure, I don't know what kind of money he makes from YouTube, but there's a certain figure that you command, and you're going to command a certain kind of attention. You should, man, this is something about sexual sin that just makes people stupid. You know what I mean? I mean, you read throughout the Bible, everybody's being stupid, man. Stupid. Sex makes you stupid. I guess Mark Gunga was right. Sex makes you stupid. Okay?
Don't get physical with these people. Sex will make you stupid.
Everybody who falls into sexual sin and they start the practice of sexual sin, and it becomes a practice and a habitual practice from then on. They just do the dumbest things and just can't seem to see. Guys, you might want to read the Bible. There's a reason why it's there. Like, seriously, you really might want to read it. You know? Alright, let's continue.
It's too late now, you know? But honestly, if that was the case, then my ex-wife would have the baby, you know? I'm just saying, look, I get it, but we're not together. You want to get a baby. I don't want a baby.
Alright, I'm not going to listen to any of this nonsense anymore. Dude is a loser. You know, he doesn't want a baby. He doesn't want to take responsibility for his actions. That's why he's a loser. So anyway, who are you to give advice to men out there when you can't even man up to anything at all? You can't even take responsibility. So yes, you wanted to just have fun with this young lady, you know, and you know, well, whatever, it is what it is. But there's consequences to everything. So man up. He's not a man. He's a boy. He's a man child. I don't know why anyone thinks they can learn how to be a man from such douchebags out there. It's just ridiculous. I don't really understand. Gone are the days, man. Gone are the days when we putting up our content out there because we pride ourselves of being men. Well, we do. There are men who do that. I'm just wondering what happened? What happened? When did it become a thing to flaunt your your man-child tendencies online on social media, and it's a thing, you know. Like, come on, man. The consequence of this stupid nonsense and content that they put out is this exactly. It's quite hypocritical of him to kind of to find himself in this kind of situation. Anyway, so girl brought the receipts. My goodness gracious, and that's a young lady right there, daisyfit Chen. Show. Okay, if you look at her Instagram and everything, at one point she used to be Miss Asia. Winner Miss Asia 2023, winner in Lebanon 2023. That's like last year. Isn't there supposed to be like an intelligence check on these people who win these beauty pageants, or is it just a looks thing? I don't know. Anyway, it's one of those things. Yeah, it's a looks thing. It's all about the look, man. I mean, then there's an exchange of text. You always told me you wanted me to be your baby mother. Oh my goodness gracious. Now this is happening, you walked away. I think I want to keep the baby. I don't want to kill the baby alive. The English is obviously bad. Okay, it seems like they had a call and they had a conversations and shish and tests. 2 pregnancy tests, and oh my god. And she definitely is expecting. She's definitely fertile. Read it. Blood test, pregnancy, blood test. Oh, she's definitely pregnant, alright. 3 to 4 weeks. We can see that. She's... Oh, goodness gracious. So she brought the receipts and we can see the receipts. Yeah, that's saying you can never look at the exchange of the text and everything. You know, never agreed. I agreed based on your actions, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't want kids right now. I don't want kids right now. He keeps saying he doesn't want kids, but sheesh, man. Bro, you suck. Like, you suck. Nah, man. Like, seriously. So anyway, so that is the exchange, and that's what's going down in the so-called manosphere. Wow, dude, the stuff people do out there. It's always interesting how people can't seem to always figure, as I say, that, you know, they can't seem to understand that there's a consequence to everything. There's a reason why God created us the way He created us, and there's a reason why we function the way that we function. I mean, he sounds more like, when I see these dudes online and they're talking, they just sound like a mess, and I can't understand why people cannot seem to see the mess that they project, because they're spreading stuff out there to people who want to hear the idealistic nonsense that they're spewing out, but nobody seems to understand that there are repercussions to every decision and choices that you make out there. We are meant to have relationships and bonding with people. You cannot have sexual intercourse with a female, with a woman, and you expect yourself to not establish a bond with that individual, for there not to be a bond for that matter. There is no, and listen, this friends with benefits nonsense, it ain't a girl thing. That's what girls might say at first, but forget about it, okay? They are going to grow attached and they are going to want to have a relationship with you. And the consequence of that is, you know, if she gets pregnant, she becomes emotionally attached to you, or attached to the child. She may change your mind and say, you know what, I want to keep the baby. Okay, so now we've got a situation. You're either going to own up to the situation, or you are going to have to deal with the fact that if you're not going to marry that young lady, then you're going to have to raise a child. The child will be raised by parents who are not married, so we just continue on a cycle again. And the cycle goes on, children growing up in fatherless homes. So that's not something I'm going to talk about now, because there is plenty of research, there's plenty of videos you can watch that talk about. They talk about what happens to children who grow up in fatherless homes and social dynamics around that. Enough said. Goodness gracious. Yeah. That's what's going down. That's what's going down. Stay prayerful. God bless. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and tell me your thoughts about this.